Marguerite Ludmilla. I just messed up your name. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, if you got any questions, just leave them down there in the comment section. Love to answer them for you. Got a couple different things that we were going to be talking about today. Going to be talking about some different topics for live streaming, some Topic Thursday things that I'd like to do. Maybe you'd like to see some other things as well that we can talk about. Any questions you have, please feel free to ask. We're going to be looking at some of the things that I'm passionate about is finding the best deal. Maybe not the best product, but still finding the best deal, basically, for trying to meet the needs of lowest cost and meeting the needs of the best performance. We're also going to be talking about some new and future tech. I've seen some really cool things about some new 4K TVs that are coming out here in the near future. They'll look really cool, and want to talk to you guys about them. Oh, hey, welcome, Randy Robbins. It looks like you just joined on Facebook. So thanks a lot for joining, and looking forward to getting to talk to you about anything you're interested in. All right. So first topic for today is Livestream Topics. So I was thinking about taking Thursday time period, maybe like the 8 to 9 o'clock, 9 to 10 o'clock time period in the Eastern time zone to talk about different, just different topics in general. I don't know if you guys have any topics in particular that you're interested in. If you are, please leave them in the comments and I'll get to them. I'll add them to my list of topics to talk about. So yeah, any comments, anything like that yet? Nothing yet that I see. Switch back to those comments. Nothing yet. And all right, so yeah, so one of the things that I'm passionate about is finding the best value for my cost, basically. So I've been looking at different products. Recently been taking a little bit of time off of doing my YouTube stuff in order to find a new lawnmower. Just recently, we had our 1999 John Deere LX178. Just the transmission just went on it. So rather than spend another $500-600 in another 2-3 weeks of repair time, we decided to go out and purchase a brand new machine. So kind of looking around, trying to figure out what to get. Looked at all the different options. We looked at John Deere, or I looked at John Deere. Looked at things like Cub Cadet, Country Clipper, Toro, MTD. Pretty much all the major brands, even some of the other minor brands. I even looked at the Ryobi electric, all electric. Their riding lawnmower. We've got about an acre or so here, so kind of curious, about whether or not that would work or not for this property. In the end, we ended up spending about actually a fairly decent chunk of change on a leftover model, 20. So that would be a 2017 model of an EFI 42-inch Cub Cadet. So EFI is an electronically fuel injected. It's one of the new technologies coming around right now for with riding lawnmowers and those sort of things. So instead of having a carbureted engine like most lawnmowers have, this is more like your modern car, where the fuel is injected directly into the airstream or into the cylinder, depending on how it works, just directly in there, so that you get a better better burn ratio, and it will automatically adjust how much fuel goes into the engine and how much kind of goes back into the tank or gets saved for later. They say on average you'll save about 20-25% is the numbers that I've been seeing from various reviews all around. So sounds good. In the end, the fuel savings will probably only save me. It's a 3-gallon tank, so it'll probably only end up saving me maybe 3 gallons of gas. So about $9 a year in fuel. If that was my previous lawnmower, just guesstimating here. I'll actually, when they deliver it, I'll do a quick review on it, quick overview of it, and we can figure out what's cool and what's not. So, if you have any questions about that, leave a comment down in the message box, and yeah, I'll answer that however I can. A couple of the other things I've been looking right now for is a laptop. Been working with an older Core i7 Dell here for a while. It's got an older video graphics card, which isn't terrible for video processing. It actually works fairly well. I'm just looking for something with something with a little bit larger hard drive or a little more processing power so that I can stream and encode video at the same time and not have to worry about it. So there's a couple different brands that I've been looking at, very interested in. There's there is Razer, which makes their Razer Blade Pro, which actually looks pretty cool. It's got a Core i7 Core i7 770 HQ processor with a 1080 Nvidia 1080 video card. So that's kind of cool. Would be interested in trying that one out. Also, a company called Sega makes a laptop that's pretty customizable, and actually it sounds really cool. But they are a little bit more on the expensive side. Let me see if I can bring up a picture of the Sega for you here. Sega notebooks. They're not really well known for just the Sega name. They're usually known better as the I believe Origin uses their laptops, and what they do is they create laptops and then they sell them and rebrand them, allow other companies to rebrand them. So let's see if we can switch over here to their website. So this is the Sega branded website. One of the cool things is on their high-end laptop here is it is fully customizable, which I thought was really cool. It does start off at a very high premium price-wise, but again, you can customize everything about it. It comes with a Core i7 8th generation Core i7 8700K processor, which that's desktop class processing right there, and also has the GeForce GTX 1080 video card, and there is an option to throw a second video card in here, and that's just crazy. Actually, it does come with a second power supply then as well, and so you actually have a 600 watts of power supply in order to power a laptop. So quite a bit of power requirements there. But yeah, so really I'm kind of interested in what all can be done here with laptops and trying to decide what is the best deal here. The Sega itself is very customizable, and actually they encourage you to open up the laptop once you're done with it, or once you've ordered it, and go ahead and bring and add your own equipment to it. It's very serviceable. It's very, you can open it up and get into it. All the 4 different bays and whatnot. Yeah, so I want to also talk about the Razer Blade here. We'll go over to their website. And so the Razer Blade Pro 17, which is, I like big screens, is here. It's a little bit more expensive starting price, but there's not really much customizations that you can do to it. You're stuck with pretty much a 32 gig RAM. You can change that around a little bit, but you're kind of stuck with the brands of RAM that they want to give you. I don't know if there's too many options for opening up the laptop and adding extra hard drives or changing them around much at all. So that is one of the downsides of Razer. But again, they do make a very, very nice laptop. So yeah, so that's kind of what I've been looking at from a laptop standpoint. So you heard about the Mower, the laptop. Oh yeah, some future tech. So future tech for today, just recently came across the TV company called TCL. I guess they've been around for a while, and I just have never heard of them. They are pretty cool in the fact that they have some really low cost TVs for their home theater. Let me switch over to their website for you. They have a lot of cool home theater TVs that are actually 4K TVs. Pretty thin, pretty small, pretty light. I guess they're working on a set of sound bars, like you can see over here. They're working on some of those. And they do have some other products as well listed on their website, like appliances, which would be air conditioners and dehumidifiers. So, yeah, it's interesting. They are coming out with a brand new 6 series 4K HDR TV with, I think it was like 128 lighting zones. It's one way that TVs can compensate for or LED or LCD TVs or LED TVs can compensate and reduce the amount of light so that blacks look blacker. Unlike an OLED TV where black is black and it doesn't get any blacker, and white is white and it doesn't get any whiter, and the colors are bright and vibrant. LCD TVs and LED lit TVs, they don't get all the way black. So that's been one of the struggling points of those TV technologies in the past. And so TCL, it's a low priced TV. So they, from what I understand, they do cut corners in some of the materials they use are lower quality. You're gonna get a lot of fingerprints. You know, some of the feel of it, if you're actually holding your TV up all the time and touching it and feeling it, you're going to feel that it feels cheaper and not necessarily as solid as something like an LG or a Samsung. But then I come back to how many times are you going to actually pick up and move your TV? Probably not too often, maybe at most once a week or once a month if you're really using it all the time, or moving around your living room all the time. For me, we're gonna set it on the wall and it's gonna stay there. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking at as something that could be a good value proposition if I need a new TV. Looking at the TCL brand, doesn't have all of the inputs as a like a Samsung or an LG would. Like they would have 5 or 6 HDMI inputs and 2 dozen USB inputs and coax and antenna and everything. Whereas the TCL doesn't necessarily have all of those connections that are available all the time. So one of the other things, the other thing I was hearing is that there's new brands, or not new brands, but a new generation of video cards coming out from Nvidia. I've been hearing rumors of it. I don't know anything that is definite, is true. If you guys have heard anything, please leave some comments in the description, and I'd love to know uh, if that's true. If there really is new brands coming out, or not, is a new model coming out. Um, Let me know in the descriptions. I'd love to look into it more. I'm wondering, is it a good time to buy a laptop with a 1080 GTX 1080 that's been around for a while? Is that a good thing to do right now, or is it best to wait around for a little while to um, see if there's something a little bit better priced? Um, in the future, will the 1080 come down in price, or will the new processor, new video card slot in at the same price as the 1080 is now, and you've just doubled your processing ability? So that's something I wanna weigh here before I buy a laptop. But I am kind of needing something here in the near future. So the other thing I want to talk to you about is mesh networking. So here at our house, we have this office that I'm in right now is up in the top back corner of the house, and really the only good place to put the Wi-Fi router is in the corner of that room as well. So it's in pretty much the worst possible position to get good coverage over the entire house. So I've been looking into things like mesh networking, seeing if there's other ways to bridge the gaps the around our house. So like down where our TV is, where our Wi-Fi TV is, we really don't have a good solid internet connection. It's kind of sad to say the least. And in the basement, it's even worse. So, looking at different mesh networking technologies there. One of them is called Ignition. I just found this the other day. It's called it's by Ignition Design. Ignition Design Labs. So let's go to their website here. So they make the what's called the Portal type Wi-Fi smart router. Here it is. So I don't know much about it. I haven't seen many reviews on it. I've been trying to find some. A lot of people, the reviews I've seen on the Wi-Fi router itself, people are saying it's really good and it actually works very well. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but this is the only information I find, that there's this little center band between the areas of 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi spectrum, and that's radar protected for some other radar technologies. So they're able to use that area of unused frequency to either allow data or maybe transfer communications between the different routers. I'm not sure how it works. I'd really like to learn about this a little bit more. And if anybody has tried any of their products, let me know in the comments, because I'd really like to learn more about it. And this new Portal Boost and Boost module, I see them listed here. I'm not sure what they are, what they do, and would be really interested in trying out a set of them and seeing how well they actually do work. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. If you have any ideas or suggestions for the live stream, for the Thursday topic live stream, let me know. I'd love to answer any questions you have, anything like that. So, got some cool reviews coming up. I just kind of did an overview of my Garmin 360 camera. That's on my channel on YouTube. You can check that out. I really like it. It's got some really cool features that make it, in my opinion, one of the best 360 cameras still. Got a collaboration coming up with another guy who's a really tech nut, but he's also has some really a lot of knowledge in some other areas, and that's kind of what we're going to be exploring a little bit on the channel. So guys, please, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, head over to youtube.com, and there'll be a link in the description that you can head right over to my page. Please click that subscribe button. I think you guys might be interested in this next collabo video. I think it's going to be kind of cool. So yeah, so a lot of fun things coming up here shortly in the near future. Just gotta find the time to do them all. Spring is coming, and we just got like 12 inches of snow. What's up with that? Anyway, so yeah, any comments, any suggestions, if I can speak, we will talk about them in the future on the Topic Thursday. All right, just wrapping up here, and I see we have one other guy has joined, Mr. Ryan Walker. Hi, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great day. We're just closing up here, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments box, and we'll answer any questions you have. All right, I'll give it a little bit here, and we'll say good night. All right. I see nothing. So you guys have a great night, and we'll talk about something else next week. See ya.